Hi friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today and so is Lucy. She's taking a little bath in the window, so she is trying to keep herself clean, I guess. So today we are going to make a bracelet using some silver silk. We're going to use some pearls, shell pearls, coated shell pearls, and we're going to use some freshwater pearl coins, some crystals, and some moonstone. And I know it sounds like a lot of white. It is a lot of white, but we're going to make it not so much white using some silver silk hollow mesh. All right, so let me show you guys how this is done and I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I'm back and you can see a bunch of things laying before you here. We are putting these little pretty shiny beads inside of the silver silk hollow mesh. I have my crimp stuff. I have some freshwater coins, pearl coins. I have some coated shell pearls. I have some moonstone chips and some like 2 larger crystals. I have the end caps that we need for the silver silk and my closures and some teeny tiny bead caps. So we are only going to need about, see, this is 10 inches long. We're not gonna need the whole thing, obviously, but we only need really, if my wrist is 6.5, we're gonna use about 3 inches of this silver silk, okay? So right to here. And this is the hollow mesh and it's super fun to use and it's really easy to use. So we're gonna cut it. And instead of like just cutting it to like mashing it down, we're just kind of snipping through it to kind of go all the way around it instead of like crushing it, because then we just have to reopen it. It does leave little shavings here and there, but that's okay too. So the one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, because this is gonna be an asymmetrical bracelet, we're just going to go ahead and crimp off the one end. Okay, just like this. And we're going to put our clasps right now. We're using a bright silver large clasp. And we're going to crimp this down. Just like so. There we go. All right. So we have that crimped and ready to go. And we're going to start with the side with our silver silk. But the first thing I want to do is I want to use one of these bigger crystals and put it right down at the end here. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to use, let's trim some of this off, sorry. We don't need all that. There we go. Put that right down over the end. And then we're going to put our little end cap on here because we're going to start with our silver silk ones. So we have that end cap on there. And now this is kind of like a little mixture of crystals. And I'm just going to try to find the ones that are all, well, there's like rondelles, there's bicones. We're gonna try to like, I don't know, it's just a big mess. Honestly, it really doesn't matter because they're all clear, they're all shiny, and they're all pretty. But I still would like to try to just do like here's some bicones. I probably should have had this sorted. That's a bicone. There's a bicone. All right, so we have some little rondelles too. I figure we should try to squeeze those in just to use them up. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm using 4mm beads. You can use up to 5mm. I did 6mm one time, but it was kind of a hot mess and didn't look right. So I don't recommend doing that. Stick with, you know, your 4 to 5mm if you can to go inside there. Those are just regular round. So the Lions lost against Tampa Bay today. It was there was only like, I think, one touchdown the entire game. Like all of them were field goals, and so I don't know if that says something good or bad about everybody, but neither team was like, you know, super. Of course, I was preoccupied most of the time. So let me tell you guys about our little trip that we took. So we went to Cleveland on Friday. I didn't have to work, so we went to Cleveland. We left around 11 o'clock, and we drove down there. Now, that's about a 4-hour drive for us, so it's a long drive. Not horrible, but long enough, right, to be in the car. And we get down there, and we find our Airbnb, which is just a little apartment. It's like a house that has 2 apartments in it, a downstairs and an upstairs, okay? And they rent out both as like an Airbnb. We had the upstairs. So we go there, we get upstairs, and it's not like, you know, the best place I've ever stayed, but, you know, we really didn't care because we knew we were just going to sleep and pretty much leave the next day because we wanted to do some other things too while we're in the area. So we get up there, we put our stuff away, and we literally have time to put our things away and then head out because we wanted to find something to eat and head over to the concert. So didn't do anything else like run the water, use the bathroom, nothing like that. We just left, okay? And so we leave. Oh, no, we didn't leave yet. We're just kind of scoping out the place, okay? So there's like a little balcony upstairs, you know, like right, sits on top of the roof. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start putting my hollow mesh in here. And there's a probably better way to do this, but if you just take your time, it won't go through all those little holes. Just got to take your time to slide your string through. So I'm doing that. Anyway, so this little upstairs balcony sits kind of like on top of the roof, and there's like other peaks to the roof. We look over to the right, and there's a trap up there, like a live trap, and there's a raccoon in it. And the raccoon, I'm sorry, if anyone gets really upset over stuff like this, believe me, I was like really upset. The raccoon was no longer living. So because he was in a live trap, it told me that he was in there far too long, okay? Far too long. He shouldn't have been in there that long. And I was really, really, really upset by this. And I told Shane, I'm like, okay, I need you to call and have them remove that. That shouldn't even be there. That's not cool. That's not what anybody wants to see when they're going somewhere, you know, or when they're staying somewhere. So the other problem was too, the stairs to go to the upstairs apartment is in an unlit, it was in a hallway, and the light didn't work. So that's dangerous, okay? That's just flat out dangerous. And somebody could really get hurt. So I said, we need them to, you know, fix the light bulb and get rid of the raccoon. So he reached out to them and told them that. Now, mind you, we told them that we'd be checking in, like Shane texted them early in the morning and said, okay, we'll probably be there around 3:30. We'll be checking in around 3:30. And they were okay with that and said, okay, you know, just, you know, we'll put the code in the Verbo app or whatever app he was using. And so anyway, so we did that. Okay, so this is what that looks like now. I got my end cap on, and my silver silk is tucked away in there. If you saw me, I was kind of like scrunching this down to like get it closer to the beads. So it just kind of fills it in. So now you have this really pretty, sparkly teal prettiness, right? Okay, so then we're going to use this other large one that we have here. All right. Okay, so going back to that, I said we need that fixed because that's not cool. That's not what we do. So he reaches out to them and says, okay, this is what's going on. My wife is upset. You know, we need to get rid of this raccoon. We need you to change the light bulb in the hallway so we don't, you know, kill ourselves trying to get in, you know, tonight when we get home at like midnight or after midnight. So they're like, oh, okay, yep, all right. Well, then we're at the place where the concert's going to be, and Shane gets a phone call, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna have someone head over right now and take care of everything. So sorry about all that. And they said to Shane, did you guys try the water? And we're like, no, why would we? So they're like, oh, we're going to go over and just make sure the water's on too for you. So I'm like, okay, well, they probably turned the water off to save themselves some money, which I understand. You know, I would probably do the same thing if it was someplace I wasn't living. And I get that. So thinking nothing of it, we get back late that night. The raccoon is gone. There's no light bulb in the hallway, the stairs going up. So we use our phones like flashlights to go up the stairs. And yeah, I mean, it was a mess, right? I mean, it was really, really bad. All right, I'm just kind of trying to see where I want to start my moonstone, and I think right about here is good. So a little bit upset. Then, okay, Shane goes in the bathroom because he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom, brush my teeth and all that. You guys, there's no water. So it is now like 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no water. So he reaches back out to them and said, yeah, we don't have any water. And they're like, oh, yeah, so we had a tornado like come through a few days ago, and we don't have any water, and it's not going to be till Monday till we get water. And we're like, no, that's unacceptable. Like, you know, you got to have like a place for us to shower. We got to be able to shower and, you know, take care of ourselves, brush our teeth and all that stuff, right? So we're angry. We are super angry. And so Shane's like, no, that's not acceptable. And they're like, well, we can refund you right now if you want to go try to find another place to stay. Shane's like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's the middle of the night. How am I supposed to go try to find another place to stay right now? You know, we called you early and told you that we were coming. You could have said something then, and they didn't. And I don't know if it's a thing or not, you guys, but I'm pretty sure having a place that you rent without having running water is a health code violation. I mean, somebody please, if you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a health code violation. All right, so this is where we're going to stop here with the moonstone. So we got 3 pearls and we got some moonstone. All right. I'm honestly thinking I'm just going to do out pearls because the moonstone's like so long that it's kind of making the bracelet sit a little weird. All right, let's just look at this for a second. Maybe we do like 1 moonstone just to have it in there because I think it's lovely. And then we can do some more pearls. All right. Okay, so anyway, Shane's like, it's too late at night now. And they're like, well, and he's like, I do want you to refund me. And she's like, well, you're sleeping there tonight. He's like, because we don't have any other choice right now. He's like, we're going to sleep here. We're going to leave in the morning. you know, we'll strip the bed like you asked, all that stuff like what you asked, but I want a refund. And so now we're like, you know, supposed to get this refund. Well, we'll see. Anyway, so no shower, no way to brush our teeth. I wanted to go to the Christmas Story house because I've never been there yet. And I'm obsessed with the Christmas Story. That's like my favorite Christmas movie like ever. And I wanted to go so bad, and we couldn't because we were disgusting. We got kind of sweaty the day before being out in the heat. And I mean, I couldn't stand myself, and my hair was like greasy. I mean, it was just nasty. Like when we left, we had to stop at a rest area just so I could brush my teeth and so that Shane could brush his teeth. It was really, really bad, you guys. So we didn't get to do that. We again did not get to go to the zoo that we've had tickets for, and we've been trying to go this whole time. And you know, we're just really upset. Really, really super upset. So I don't know. So I was really mad. Anyway, the concert was awesome. Rod Stewart was phenomenal. Billy Joel was phenomenal. They were so good. You wouldn't even know it. They were old guys. I mean, like seriously, you know, they both still moved around on the stage so well. Like Rod Stewart had, you know, his little dances that he does and everything, and he sounded so good, and Billy Joel sounded so good. I mean, it was just such a great concert. And there were so many different people there of all ages. You had young people, you had middle-aged people, you had old people. I mean, you had everybody. And it was just so awesome to see. All right, so we're going to crimp it right here. And we're going to go ahead and cut that right off. There we go. All right, so we have our large jump ring that we'll put on. But we're not done yet because we want to do some pretties, okay? So we have our large jump ring. I'm going to put some of this chain on here. We're going to trim some of that chain right off though, okay? We're going to take some of that off because we're going to use that to do our dangles. Let's move this up so you guys can see what we have going on here. So here's our actual bracelet, and then we're going to use this pretty textured silver chain, and we're just going to do some drops hanging from it just to kind of give it some more like some more of the pearls, maybe some more of these little crystals, just some extra fun. All right, hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. So let's go ahead, and I want to say that 1, 2, 3, 5 links is probably going to be enough. So let's just cut off this one link. There we go. Let's save that little chunk for another time. This is a really great way to add dangles, you guys. And then we're going to use ball head pins, and we're going to wrap them right onto it so they don't go anywhere. So we have these really pretty coin pearls that I really want to use. Probably only end up using a couple of them. And then our round nose pliers. Okay, and then we are going to wrap this okay, then we can trim that off there. And we want this to be nice and full. So since we are starting at the bottom, we are going to just try to make this as full as we possibly can. We want it to almost be like a cha-cha style little foo-foo thingy dangle. We're going to use some of these really pretty little crystals that we have. I'm grabbing, I have a few of the fire polish ones, and I'm like, let's use those because I really want to use some of those fire polish ones. They just give you extra shine. And we're going to put like 3 to 4 on each one of these, okay? So this is the part that's going to take a little bit longer. And if I wasn't using these thinner head pins, we could probably use the quick looper, but I do like to wrap these on, so the extra time it takes is actually really worth it, because they're not gonna, you don't have to worry about them closing, because they're closed like permanently. They're not going anywhere. Oh, let me fix that little guy sticking out there. Don't want that to get snagged on clothing or skin. Just smush that down. There we go. All right, and now we need to hang something on the other side. So let's actually take one of these little pearls and a couple of bead caps. So if you're looking for something that's, an inexpensive way to have like quote unquote pearls on something, shell pearls that are coated like this are a great alternative to freshwater pearls. The dollars are a lot less and they still look just as pretty. But if you're wanting the freshwater pearls because you are going for a gemstone look, or all gemstones, then you're going to want to splurge on the pearls. But if you just want to, kind of just dress something up, then these are a great alternative for you. I use freshwater, I use shell pearls a lot because they are really nice, inexpensive, and really, really pretty. And they usually are coated with, you can get a bunch of different colors. So they're, I think they're better than the glass pearls myself, because you're still using some natural material, but you're not, using an actual pearl. All right, so we could actually probably do a few more on this one, like 2 more on this bottom one. So let's do that. We have a lot of things that we can hang, so let's do that. So I have one of the regular little crystals here, and we're going to hang that on the same side as this pearl. All right, trim that off. And then let's do a little pearl without the bead caps. So we're just going to kind of alternate what we have going on down here. All right. Very monochromatic, but it's going to be pretty. Let me make sure I'm hanging this on the right side. Yep, okay. Oops, that came right apart. Let's see if I can fix that or if I have to redo it. Let's see. Oh, I can fix it. No big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this one. And then we can trim that. All right, so we have the bottom one done. There's the bottom one, and we do want this to be full. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it just for a little bit. I'll do the next couple here, and then we'll go over what I did, and then we'll do the last few together, okay? Hold on one moment. Okay, so let me show you what I did here. So because the second one, I put on one of these large pearl coins, I did the other two on the other side of it. So I'm not gonna hang two on this side and two on this side. It's gonna be the big one and then those two little ones. And then we can do the same thing on the next one. So we'll take this pearl and we will go on the opposite side of the other one. So the moonstone, the pearl coins I got from a Sam's Live sale. If you guys haven't shopped with Sam's Bead Shop yet, you guys are going to want to do that. And sign up to get their alerts and everything, and try to attend like one live show a week. They have several, like not live show like on their app or on Facebook. You can, you know, be on their live and you shop live. So it's a live sale. And they cut some prices really, really well. And it actually gives you the opportunity, like I only bought 4 of the shell coins because they'll do like, you have an option to get a full strand at this much money, and you have an option to get 4 pieces for this much, okay? So because I'm on a budget, like most of us, I really can't or shouldn't buy the full strand of shell coins, okay? Because they are not cheap. As if you guys know already, they're not cheap. So I'm like, well, I still want some. So I would buy the 4-piece set. Because then I'm thinking, well, I mean, if I get a 4-piece set, well, then they can be a focal for a bracelet, a necklace, and a pair of earrings. And I think that way. So I can get some luxury beads and still, be kind to my pocketbook. The moonstone, they often have moonstone, and their pricing is usually really good. A full strand, I think I paid, oh my gosh, I think I paid maybe around $15 for a full strand of these moonstone large nuggets, and which is really good. And if you shop enough, you get discounts. So, I mean, on top of the stuff that they're already discounting, and it's just a lot of fun. You have ways to earn points while you're in the chat for the live sale. You get to kind of chit chat with others who are there with you. And it's just a lot of fun. And it's a great way to build on to your own personal bead family community. It's really great. I like to go to them. I didn't go for 2 weeks because I said, nope, you cannot, Jody, you have no self-control. You cannot spend any money right now. You just cannot. You have enough stuff. You're fine. You don't need more beads. But, yeah, anyway. And then they do a live sale with the beadbox products too. So if you're not wanting to get the whole subscription, but you watch somebody unbox and you saw some things that you would love to have, that is a perfect time to maybe grab those pieces. So definitely think about that. And I'll put the link to Sam's Bead Shop in the notes, just so you guys can maybe go there, sign up for, alerts, get on the email list. I get the text alerts and the emails because I don't want to miss anything. They really sell great quality beads, and they also have really nice check glass too. And they even do some, exclusive check glass mixes. Usually their seed beads are exclusive mixes, which is really cool. So I think it's definitely worth checking out if you have not done so already. And if you have, then you'll probably see me at the next one. So I'm allowing myself to attend now, but I'm giving myself a strict dollar amount limit where I'm like, nope, you can spend this amount and that's it. All right, let's put our last pearl coin on here. probably want them over here on this side. So this would even be like a great wintry theme. So I know there's people who don't celebrate Christmas, but this would be really great for just like a winter, not necessarily a holiday theme, but just wintry and like cool and crisp and brisk. And so, you know, like all these whites. So if you're like thinking about that, if you're thinking that far ahead, then awesome, because this would be a really good one for that. Maybe team it up with some like a bold green or a really pretty icy blue, or just make it all white. I mean, that's fine too. Okay, it's doing these shell pearls with a couple bead caps. Look at how pretty that dangle is, you guys. All right, so it's on that side. I'm gonna put it on this side. Whoops, I'm losing my bead cap. It's going up the loop. We don't want that. Get down there. There we go. Gotta hold that bead cap on there. All right, and then let's just put that through there. And if you guys notice, I'm using my round nose pliers. I really need to get some of those tweezer like pliers, the ones with the really skinny tips. I need to like do some tool shopping, because I really want to try the crimper tool, the magical crimper from Silver Silk. Oh my gosh, I just forgot the company's name. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot the company's name. I have some other product. Hold on one second. I am not going to. Soft Flex, guys. Soft Flex. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so I want to try the magical crimper from Soft Flex. So that's on my list. Some new pliers are on my list. New cutters are on my list. I have a lot of things on my list. All right, so I have that, and then let's do another one of these really pretty little fire polish beads here. Grab some more head pins. Goes right up here. And then the very top one, we are going to do 2 on each side. So a pearl on each side and a crystal on each side. Just to continue to fill that in. Nice little wire wrap. Turn that off. There we go. And let's grab a pearl. We'll do one without bead caps and one with bead caps. Oh, do you see what I just did? I was doing so good too, you guys. I didn't mess that up the whole time, and then all of a sudden my mind went blank and I'm like, automatic mode, just wrap it. Okay. Little pearl. Oh, and the shell pearls, I'm about 100% positive they came from Bead Box Bargains. So, yeah, they have quite a few. I love the white ones, but I have gotten like the off-white ones. Those are really pretty. I've gotten the other colors too, and they're all really nice. So, and I think for like a 15-inch strand, it's like, I don't know, it's like $8, or no, not $8. It's like $5 or $4 or something like that. Whatever it is, it's crazy. It's like really cheap. So, but like I said, it gives you that look of having pearls, but you're not using real pearls. So, again, if you want real pearls, you want real pearls, and then you're gonna, you know, buy them. But if you want the look of them without the price tag, shell pearls are your way to go. All right, got 2 more dangles to put on. Okay, we got that one side, I think. Yep, so we just have this one side over here to put a couple dangles on. So let's grab a couple head pins, a couple bead caps, our little pearl, and we can wrap that one. Right on there. And you can use thinner chain if you wanted to. You don't have to use anything thick. I just like the chunkiness of this chain, and that they're round links and not like oval links. The round links are usually easier to fill. The oval ones will end up being, you'll feel like you want to put more beads on. So if they're round, they're easier to fill, in my eyes. All right, we need one more. And let's see, let's do one of these really pretty crystal bicones here. Just loop him right on there. And then I'm going to clean up this mess, and I will try this on for you, and we'll be done with this video. I hope you guys liked it. I know we're like full on like fall right now, but I couldn't resist doing something aqua and white. Okay. Check out that. That is pretty. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So here's our silver silk side, and you can see it sparkles inside there. Really pretty. And then as we turn it over, we have our clasp and our dangle. The dangle is nice and full. And then we have our moonstone little mini focal right there. So it just looks so pretty. And if you look at it like this, that lovely beautiful dangle right there. Make your dangles loud and chunky, guys. They're fun. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I love you all so much. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you found me, or you followed me from Wendy's Crafting Friends. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. Just sending you guys all my love right now. And I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, even though there's only a few hours left before Monday starts. Talk to you soon. Bye.